baseman wearing number 2, Madison Lopez. Designated hitter wearing number 16, Olivia Clinton. Our third baseman number 15, Kennedy Arevalo. The right fielder wearing number 11, Esme Soto. Your first baseman tonight, wearing number 18, Haley Walker. Callie. And in the circle tonight, number 7, Sydney Whitaker. The Dogs are coached by Coach Upshaw, Perry, and Thomas.
Gentlemen, remove your hats as we prepare to honor America. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome into LaPorte High School and the Lady Bulldogs softball here on LaPorte Sports Net. It's been 9 days since our last broadcast, and the ladies have gone 6-1 in that time. The ladies look to go 2-1 in district as they host Manvel Lady Mavs here at Bulldog Diamond. I'm Danny Hanks, and I'm joined by the other half of Hanks and Hanks, or I will be shortly. He's currently watching my nephew over in Channelview, but he'll get here as soon as he can. Until then, it'll just be me up here, so I have full confidence these kiddos will keep me on my toes and keep me on cue. And with that said, I will we'll go to one. Do y'all want to put that up? Pulling back the curtain a little bit, folks. Good strike one. Whitaker gets a start for the Lady Dogs tonight, helping her out defensively in left field. All right. We'll try that again. We'll work out the kinks. It's spring break, everybody. Give us some slack. But defensively for the Lady Dogs in left field, we have Maldonado, center field Dominguez, right field Soto, left to right, third base Arevalo, Arechica, Lopez, and Walker complete the infield in our battery for the Lady Dogs tonight. Miss Whitaker and Miss Sandell. So Carson Carrier, the left fielder for the Lady Mavericks, has worked herself into a 3-1 count and draws a walk to put the first runner on base for the Mavericks tonight. That will bring up the center fielder, number 2, Kayla Hopkins. All right. She looks to go. And I like what I see there. You've got Lopez that kind of floats back, she circled back around to get to the bag. If that runner is not paying attention, she will get picked off because Sophie Sandell does have a cannon in any direction. But Whitaker does get a count of 0-1. So we get her out at first base. She does advance the runner. It was a bang-bang play there. But that is our first out, but they do have a runner in scoring position. That's going to bring up the catcher, J.C. Miller. J.C. Miller, a junior, batting .490 for the Mavericks with 8 home runs this early season. So the young lady can hit the ball. See what Whitaker does here with 1 out. Comes right at her for strike 1. She challenges her, jams her on the inside. J.C. Miller files that back for strike 2. So saw a lot of continuity in the first broadcast of this season I've done with Whitaker and Sandell. They're a formidable battery, to say the least. They have really good chemistry. They seem to have a lot of unspoken communication that has yielded good results for the Lady Dogs. Hope to see that again. You know, I did roughshod over our open in today, but it really goes without saying that the girls have an impressive squad. They've strung some wins together in a short period of time, and so Whitaker changes up speed and comes up, strikes out Miller for out number 2. So coming into the contest, this is a district contest, and the race is already quickly heating up, and we've got standings coming in this, and obviously every game from here on out has implications in that playoff picture. And we'll go to 2, and we'll talk about the where everybody kind of falls right now. And we'll do this after this pitch here. A good change of pace. But Lopez goes over and gets in and retires the side. So we'll come back to the standings after that, but you are watching LPSN. We'll be right back. So welcome back in. The ladies were able to retire the side, but here's a snapshot of our district standings at this point. I don't know where those logos went, but you get the effect. Manvel in that 1 spot right now early on in the season, followed by Angleton, Texas City, and LaPorte. So the top 4 seeds will go to the state playoffs, and that is why we list those 4. And race is heating up, folks. Every game counts, and based on what I can see, so far, we have a pretty evenly matched district to this point. So Let's see if the Lady Dogs can get something going offensively. Start off with the spark and Miss Sophie Sandell. Sophie comes in hitting just over 500 herself. The young lady is committed to Texas State. When she graduates, she is only a junior, so that will have to wait.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Yeah. Sophie swings the first pitch right back at the pitcher. It's going to be 1-3 for the first out. So across the district tonight, as I mentioned, we've got the game here between LaPorte and Manvel. Down in Texas City, Galveston pays a visit to the Stingerees. And Santa Fe is paying a visit to Angleton, with Friendswood remaining idle. So that's your district action here in 18-5A. So that brings up number 3, Madison Dominguez, a center fielder. This inning is brought to you by Main Properties. Let Luann put sold on your sign. We appreciate your faithful support of this program and all things LaPorte ISD. Miss Luann Martin is a staple here in this community and always steps up where there's need, and she's done so for this program for sure. So we're glad to have her. And so in somewhat of a repeat of our last contest, the home plate umpire has a thing for the theatrics. Not that it's bad, as long as it's consistent, but he has a slow signal for those strike calls. Woo! Dominguez lays one down the third base side, just foul. But I love it. You know, baseball, it's like bam, bam, bam. Everything's about tempo. Softball slows it down. So you have to wait on bated breath here to see what that call is. Tonight I've got the bride up in the booth to pinch me, hit me, slap me. Misses wide, works the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Payoff pitch on the way. Infield was drawn in. Woo! Almost an errant throw, but she does retire Dominguez for out number 2. That's going to bring up our left fielder, number 12, Ayla Maldonado. Starts off strike 1. So far, the senior for Manvel, Riley Nyhart, is dealing to this point. And as to be expected, let me confirm my number. But Nyhart has a cool 0.89 ERA. That's solid, folks. She's 11-1 in this young season. So young lady's impressive in the circle. Misses wide. The first ball of the counts. Misses high to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 across the board with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. No going yet. The Dogs have failed to put a runner aboard. The Mavericks left one stranded. She's going to lift that one. It's going to be a blue single right over the shortstop's head to put our first runner aboard. Bringing up Kinley Arechica. The pause is intentional. Don't want to get anybody upset. People are very sensitive about names, and my response to them is I have the microphone that will be whatever name I give them. If we'd have more people that could have Smith and Clarks, and that would be very, very helpful to people like us. And on cue, the peanut gallery's in full effect. Chuckling, laughing at jokes that only make sense to them. I heard that. Woo. Umpire's giving a good ball's width to the outside part of the plate, so the hitters will definitely have to adjust as this game goes on. But Kinley's seen two. She's down in this count 0-2 with Maldonado on first base. She misses wide. Take the count to 1-2. Looks over to the dugout to Coach Ming to get the sign. Kinley was just got enough of that ball to stay alive in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That is Ayla Maldonado pacing around the bag over there on the right field line. Kinley fouls another one back, keeping this bat alive. And it doesn't matter what age that you play, baseball, softball, the more pitches you see, the better you are in that situation. So as this game goes on, so typically how this ball game works is the pitcher wants to get through the batting order with the fewest pitches possible. Lots of first pitch strikes, probably a lot of fastballs, very few change-ups, and definitely not a lot of breaking pitches. They want to do that the second time they see the batters. But what happens if you have a batter that gets in the box and fouls a bunch of pitches away, it forces their hand, and the pitcher's got to throw some of those pitches. So the earlier a team can get a pitcher to reveal themselves, the better it is offensively in their approach in the batter's box. I will tell you, misses high, good eye, takes the count. We got 2 across the top of the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I am going to get raspy tonight. I've had a long day. And we're hoping that Michael and Corey will make it back over here. Kinley fouls that back off. Again, staying alive, seeing more pitches. But I'm going to hang in here as long as I can. Just bear with me if I get unbearable. Just turn off my nasty voice and watch these girls play ball. Kinley Arechika is not an easy out, folks. She's disciplined. She hits with a lot of power. She can go multiple places on the field. So she's not a gimme. And here it is on full display. She's battling hard this first at-bat. Good piece of pitching by Riley Nyer to retire the side. The Dogs get 1 aboard, but Strander, we're going to the top of the second with our score 0-0.
If you're ready to become a skilled and safe driver, contact us at South Region Driving School. We are conveniently located next to LaPorte High School. We offer driver education classes and private driving lessons for teen and adult drivers. All courses are state approved and can be tailored to meet all your driving needs. At South Region Driving School, our top priority is always the safety of our students. We are currently practicing in-class social distancing. DPS has a very long wait list for driving tests. Don't wait, we can do the DPS-approved road test here at South Region. From the first time behind the wheel to the day of the driving test, we'll guide your teen to success. At South Region Driving School, we develop safe drivers.
Do you know someone who bleeds orange, demonstrates high character, and represents Bulldog Nation the best way possible? LaPorte ISD is seeking nominations for the 2024 Hall of Honor Awards now through April 1st. Visit lpisd.org for more information and details. So up to bat is the shortstop, Carly Williams. Carly Williams is batting a cool .486 on the season. She's oh, yep. I stand corrected. You are correct. This is Harmony Williams, the first baseman. Whitaker changes up speed a little bit. Handcuffs her. And gets ahead on this count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the interesting thing about softball is, especially in nights like this, great piece of hitting. She pulled, she faked the bunt, came up. So Williams has ripped her 4th double of the deal. And the Lady Mavericks have a runner in scoring position. That's going to bring up Hannah Como, the designated hitter tonight. So she shows bunt. Infield crashed in, but she doesn't make contact, and it's going to be strike 1. So the baseball and the softball schedules are completely opposite. So I think there's 3 games this entire schedule. That ball is going to be playable. It's in the gap. Soto's going to come in, make the catch from right field. She's going to make a throw to third base, but not in time. But Revelo keeps the tag on just in case. So Como advances the runner on a sacrifice fly. And Harmony Williams is now on third base, waiting for Skylar Frederick, the third baseman, number 13. But with the schedules as they are, Corey and Michael are going to be opposite of me and leaves me by myself. And then so we're trying to figure out in-house sound, all the scripts for that, and then try to get ready for the broadcast. So just bear with us. It will get better. Whitaker gets Frederick to chase a high heater to get ahead of her. Ooh, good change of speed there. She's ahead on the batter, 0-2. Blue says it's outside. Going to take that count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good location. She hit it right where Sophie was set up. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the Mavericks with 1 out, runner on third base, threatening with the first run of this contest. Woo! Struck out the batter. The runner drifted off. Sophie made sure she knew she was there with a close play at third base. Since we're getting it all out in the open, here we are. We're just a pool of honesty tonight. You know, I am biased towards number 5 back there behind the plate. She's one of 3 adopted daughters that I lovingly call my brat pack. But Sophie is a awesome kid through and through, fine young lady. She's going to go on and do great things when she goes to Texas State. And she is fun to watch here on this diamond. So the second baseman, Chloe Ramirez, comes in again with 2 outs, but has that runner threatening here on third base. So Whitaker looks in at Sandell. Sandell gives us a signal. Whitaker comes set, brings the pitch, and gets Ramirez to chase to get ahead on the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She misses low, evens that count up. We got 2s across. Seems to be a common theme here. She jams her. Walker's going to make the play unassisted at home to retire the side. So 1 hit, 1 left on, no runs. We go to the bottom of the second. You're watching LPSN.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
I get her, not solo.
You saying I did?
Yeah,
Come on, what's wrong with
Folks, we got something new. The LaPorte ISD is having bike night March 21st from 5 to 7 p.m. There'll be bounce houses, food vendors, and a best lit bike contest. Join us at the LaPorte High School senior lot on March 21st. Bring your friends, your family, and your bike. Love to see you. So the Dogs come in the bottom part of the second with Madison Lopez, the second baseman, stepping in. Blue says it's low, so ball 1 here to Madison Lopez. Gets her on a changeup, evens that count up, a 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to miss low to take that count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Takes that count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got to string some hits here together, get some people on base. Takes the count full. 3-2 on our second baseman here. Into the same effect as the point I made at the top of the frame. You want to see as many pitches as possible in these bats. Lengthen them out Ooh. Just like that, where Nyhart took a little something off, changed the speed. And even when it's right down the pipe, you know, that change of speed, your hands can get ahead, and you have to foul it off. So good job being defensive there. So Nyhart retires Lopez, looking for out number 1. Is going to bring up the designated hitter number 16, Olivia Clifton, who I mispronounced her name in the introductions. And I get scolded by the peanut gallery. And again, it sounds easy. I know her name. I know Kinley's name. But when you're under the gun and so many things going on, it just happens. So Nyhart jumps ahead with a high heater. So unfortunately, we don't really post a lot of statistics for the Lady Dogs, and you deal with a lot of hearsay and a lot of, you know, I guess that is hearsay. But I understand that she has been a hitting machine. Been seeing her in the lineup tonight. Gets Clifton swinging. For out number 2 is going to bring up our third baseman, Kennedy Arevalo. Her sister Cassidy on our last game hit a base clearing triple. Then the pitcher turned around to go back to the circle, not paying attention, and she stole home. It was awesome. It was electric. But tonight it's Kennedy's turn of the Revelo sisters. I got to confirm, but Cassidy, she's committed to play at the next level. And I don't remember what school. I've got my trusted sidekick over here pulling it up as we speak. Real-time statistics over here. ESPN doesn't really hold anything to us. Going to miss wide. Now, I will tell you on that pitch from this perspective, Cassidy is going to Cisco College upon graduation. She also is a cross-country runner. So the hitters are going to have to really be defensive tonight. The plate's wide, and everybody's going to have to adjust. And like I said before, as long as the umpire is consistent across the boards, no issue whatsoever. It's part of the game. But Nyhart is really moving the ball around. She's changing speeds at this point. So early on, she's getting aggressive. And she gets Revelos looking, and we're 1-2-3. We go to the top of the third with our score 0-0. You're watching LPSN.
Cool in the summer, warm in the winter. Barrett's Heating and Air Conditioning has been keeping LaPorte comfortable for more than 50 years. Residential, commercial, new construction, repairs, even yearly maintenance. Call 281-471-1118. Barrett's is family owned and operated with expert friendly service, and Barrett's is a proud supporter of the LaPorte Bulldogs.
Hey, folks, great news. LaPorte ISD is one of 3 finalists in the 22nd Annual HEB Excellence in School Award. The honor is designed to recognize school districts that demonstrate a deep commitment to student achievement, innovation, community involvement, and professional development. Regardless of the outcome of this award, the acknowledgement as one of the top 3 districts in the state of Texas is a huge accomplishment and something Bulldog Nation should all be proud of. Repeat. I got you. All right. Well, we got some relief. Thank goodness. Okay, hold on. Can you hear now? Man, you sound raspy too. I don't know that you're going to be much help. Damn. Dang.
Yeah. Been at the ballpark all day.
And how did we do over there?
LaPorte JV won their first one, and it looked like they were going to win their second one, and varsity beat Spring today, so
good.
6-2.
That's a good report. Kennedy gets over in foul territory to retire the right fielder, Talia Young. Brings us back to the top of the lineup.
Sounds like you need to retire.
Yeah. Carrison Carrier, the left fielder, who led the game off with a walk, advanced and got to third, but they left her there.
Carson Carrier.
We got the peanut gallery over here trying to, again, they don't understand the rules, so we that's our fault for not explaining the rules.
Danny makes up names.
Yes.
He has the microphone.
There you go. See, Michael, look, you taught you. Now you need to teach your sister-in-law and let her know that that's how we roll over here. And I'm definitely regretting that at this point. Just kidding, honey bunny.
Good pitch. We're on the inside corner. Live there.
Well, so far, he's establishing both sides of the plate. He's giving about a ball's width on both sides. So the plate's pretty wide. He doesn't like the low pitch, it appears. So, but he's been consistent, so we live with that.
I've always said, wow. So
I jinxed it.
Yeah. Stuck the mitt right there.
Yep.
Same pitch.
Well, I'll tell you, it's Sydney's hitting right where Sophie's asking for it.
High fly
so
ball.
Carrier's going to lift that up to infield, or Kinley gets under it for out number 2.
Orechika. How about that, boy? I've been practicing.
I know. John came up here just to make sure.
I've never rolled my R's before. And I guess I didn't then either, but I tried.
That's all that matters. It's about the effort there, buddy. It's about the effort. So Miss Kayla Hopkins, the center fielder, hit it back to...
you know what's funny?
What's up?
Every time you do a name, your wife checks.
I know. It's ridiculous.
She looks down and, yeah. It's okay. I get critiqued.
I know. This would have been the perfect day to have the GoPro in here. Do our live shot.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm hunched over like, I don't know what. These chairs, seriously, is the best we can do. I can't work in this environment.
I'm going to say that Sydney's missed low on her first 2 pitches.
I'd love to hear what Sophie's thinking back there.
Yeah, she keeps it pretty close to the vest, but I'll hear about it later. So Hopkins trying to work a slap hit. Oh, yeah, you missed one earlier. This young lady right here, Harmony Williams, showed it all the way, peeled back last second. Put it right there on the base of that fence. Beautiful piece of hitting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was nice. You know, we celebrate those things, right?
Yeah.
When people execute. And Sydney gets her. Takes a count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, your nephew, he did great behind the plate. Not so hot at the plate.
Don't feed him all spring break, and then he'll learn. Back to Sydney. Over to Walker to retire the side. So the Bulldogs coming to bat, and we're going to step out. You're listening to LPSN. We'll be right back.
As a Bulldog alumni myself, I know firsthand how this community steps up to take care of its own. At Gringos, we pride ourselves in doing the same.
Since 1993, we've supported numerous organizations and causes with the intent of making our community a better place. Whether it's spirit nights, donations, or sponsorships, Gringos stands ready to do our part. But we can't do it without you, our guests. So next time you're catering lunch at the refinery or meeting up after the game, let Gringos do the cooking and help us change lives one taco at a time.
Go Dogs!
The Chalos wrapped up their 2024 competition season on a high note, bringing home some serious hardware over their 2 contests. Among the many awards were the dance world's most highly sought-after prizes of Grand Champion, Judges Award, Best in Class, and Champions Winner Circle. Our soloists also took it to the competition representing Bulldog Nation very well, peppering the top 10, including the first-place champion in both weekends. Leading others to take notice, the Chalos will now get ready for their spring show next month. Congratulations, team. We're very proud of you. You know, I talk about all these other organizations and stuff, and I rarely talk about the one that my own child's involved in. And that's
I was about to say, dude,
I know, it's
be
terrible.
name dropping.
And I don't do it on purpose, although, you know, my household seems to think that that's all I think about. And, you know, tough sledding.
You got 2 very talented daughters,
Yes,
for sure.
I know. Do you know their father? Of course they're talented.
Oh, my gosh.
And good looking. So Esme Soto playing right field for the ladies tonight. He's gotten ahead 2 balls, no strikes. We seem to string some stuff together. She's going to slap that. It's going to be playable over to the second baseman, who retires Esme for out number 1.
Maybe you can clear this up for me. I was thinking about this earlier today.
Of course I can. Let's go.
Lady Bulldogs or Lady Dogs?
You can use both.
But
they're not exclusive.
Is one more formal? Obviously Bulldogs, but
and
I hear Lady Dogs all the time. The DAWG gets on my nerves.
It gets on my nerves too. That's not what it's going to be. We're going to formalize that right now. We're going to tell people it's DOGS. If we're going to do it, it's DOGS. You've heard it first right here on Hanks and Hanks and LPSN, ladies and gentlemen. No longer will we be referred to or noted as the DAWG. What?
Yeah.
Okay, we can get after those game changers too. But Callie, the first baseman, number 18, a freshman. Multi-sport athlete. Also her mother, a fierce competitor in her own right during her time here at LaPorte High School.
The Ryans weren't good at sports. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, your sarcasm really didn't. I don't know that it permeated the microphone. You see how I used it permeated? I used it appropriately.
I'm sure anyone listening knew that I was being sarcastic.
That looks good. So Callie hits it up the shortstop. Be out number 2. And we are just now getting back to the top of the order. I'll bring up Sophie back up to the plate. With 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning in a scoreless contest.
Jeez.
Oh, Sophie takes first pitch. She's going to lift it up in the infield. And that's going to do it for the Dog half of the 3rd inning. We go to the top of the 4th with our score 0-0. You're listening to Hanks and Hanks on LPSN. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 LPISD elementary schools have been named among the best elementary schools by the U.S. News and World Report. Schools are evaluated on proficiency in math and reading and overall achievement of their students. We are extremely proud of our teachers in these campuses, and their distinction only further illustrates the amazing things happening here at LaPorte ISD. Speaking of the Ryan, there's the eldest walking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Miss Christy Ryan. Reynolds, pardon me. So, the Mavericks will lead off with their catcher. JC Jaylee, what is it? Number 8.
Nice change up. Good effort.
Good effort by Kennedy. We're going to say Jaylee. Some of our wow.
Spit it out, bud.
No, I'm listening to what that coach just said.
What did he say?
I'll tell you off the air.
Third base coach?
Yes.
To their hitter?
To their on deck guy.
Girl?
Yeah, whatever.
Threw you off a little bit. I can't wait to hear.
I was like, are you kidding me? So we mentioned before in her previous at-bat, Miller did go down swinging her first at-bat.
Way to get in there.
So we have a Lopez to Walker for out. The first out. Yeah, that young lady is, you weren't here for her first at-bat, but she is batting .490 with 8 home runs.
Was it the one that
just hit?
The slap bunt slash
no
fake bunt double?
So bringing up Carly Williams, the shortstop, number 5. She's the victim of a strikeout. Her first at-bat, her last at-bat. So we do need to get in the rest of that baseball.
Yeah.
I want to hear about that.
They got a 2-game set tomorrow. Pasadena Memorial. I think they play Montgomery.
Yes, you told me Montgomery. That's, yeah.
But I think I told you wrong.
Which is very common, so you're probably right.
Our fact checker is going to look at her phone right now.
Great pitch. Sydney comes back and gets there for out number 2 here in the Maverick half of the 4th inning. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Harmony Williams. Harmony is the young lady I spoke of that showed bat and slapped a double.
Who's pitching?
Whitaker.
Yeah, she's really doing well. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting in, so.
Yeah, it's not always about you. Just joking, Mike. You know, Corey always gives us a razz and talks about, you know, it's just numbers, because this young lady has the only hit really at a double, and she's got the lowest batting average on their roster. So, you know, you just never know.
Yeah.
It's the law of averages, and even those lower averages, they have their due also. But I was really impressed by her first at bat. She did a great job.
So where did Manvel?
Hits right back at Arechika over to Walker. It's going to retire the side, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th inning with our score remaining 0-0. You're listening to Hanks and Hanks on LPSN. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. Just trying to bring up a little brother up to speed of what he missed, and he was doing the same. But we're glad to have you. LaPorte ISD is officially on spring break, and yet here we are, ladies doing battle in an important district contest between the Manvel Mavericks. So Maddie Dominguez steps in. Nyhart's going to miss high. So either they have studied or they know each other as you start with common opponents, and you've noticed that their infield has come in big time, where Maddie's developed a reputation clearly of doing that, laying those bunts down and getting on base. She's gotten ahead here, 2 balls, no strikes, which we like to see.
Yeah, the softball world is interesting. Most good teams. Oh my gosh.
Young lady?
The second pitch was more of a strike than that one. But yeah, they typically play against or with each other throughout their softball years.
Oh,
nice.
This time she puts it past the second baseman and is going to put a runner on with nobody out to start the 4th inning for the Lady Dogs. Good job. You got to have some quick reflexes to try to knock that down. So that will bring up Ayla Maldonado, the left fielder, who got a base hit, her first at-bat, just over the shortstop in the shallow left.
So did the 9 weeks just finish, or do we know?
You'll have to ask your sister-in-law.
I'm curious because you see there easy. Nice. You'll see rosters change a little bit, so always a concern, but most of the student athletes at LaPorte High School are
doing well. So Madison steals a base, puts herself in scoring position here with Ayla.
Give her a chance.
But we're going to have to make the adjustment because he's not letting up there. So if that's how he's going to call it, we're going to just have to foul those off. She misses with that one. He'll take that count to 2 balls, 1 strike. If foul ball is going to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Some to the right side here. Advance that runner.
Yeah. Agreed.
You got Big Bopper on deck. Oh. Way to hang in there.
Yep. Good job, young lady. Stay alive. So the Lady Dogs are very young. A lot of youth on this squad, which just has seemed to be a very common theme in LaPorte ISD the last couple of years. And these kids are coming in hungry, developed. They put in a lot of their own time, the extra work, and it's paying dividends. It's great to see. So Ayla draws a walk, and we've got runners on first and second with no out.
Frustration on both sides.
With Kinley Arechica. Steps into the plate. Steps in the box. I think she had a 12-pitch at-bat, her first go at it, when she finally was retired in a 4-3. But,
nice bunt.
Bunt. Perfect. Forces her to get over, and she's safe at home. We got bases loaded here.
There we go. Beautifully executed bunt for a hit.
So the runners advance. We got bases juiced. No outs. Madison Lopez, the second baseman, steps in, victim of a strikeout her last at bat. But even in those failings, you learn something, right?
Yeah, it's where softball's a little different. Typically, 4-hole, you're not bunting, but
he may play the odds there.
Oretica doing a great job getting that down.
Yep. Indeed she did. So force anywhere here.
But talking about that youth throughout the sports in LaPorte, you're not seeing the teams go through many growing pains. Like they're excelling right out the gate, and that's been so much fun to watch.
Something we've talked a lot about is just the sports IQ.
Yeah,
is something that it's on a different level.
Well, and I think that speaks volumes of the youth programs that are in LaPorte, whether it's basketball, softball, volleyball, baseball.
Yeah.
You're getting some excellent coaching, fundamentals. They're not coming in. These high school coaches aren't having to spend weeks on learning fundamentals. They're coming polished, and I think that's what you got a lot with these girls right here.
You've made that point several times throughout our broadcasts and talking about, your alumni.
Yep, that's going to play to run.
First game.
Good job. 2 strikes, just making contact, making something happen. First baseman did a great job of at least getting it out.
Yep. Well, the Dogs played their first run. Still got runners out there to take first and second. It's going to bring up Olivia Clifton.
Speaking of youth programs, your niece is really excited. Her first game of the season, they got tip-off tomorrow morning. They got 2 games and a game on Sunday, basketball. Houston United. Matt Rodriguez and his brother, Michael, they do an excellent job.
And there we go. Some of the people we were just talking about. You've got a lot of people that are invested. They have a sense of ownership and pride for this community and the school, and then they try to give back by mentoring today's Bulldogs, and that's what it's about. That's the difference. That is the difference. When you've got someone that's truly vested and understands what it's like, it pays dividends. So, yeah, they do a great job. Basketball has grown leaps and bounds just in the last couple of years.
And on the guys' side, you got Paris Ned, who's years and years of
being involved.
And then let's not forget about what I did with youth volleyball. Won the title out the gate. Nothing but YouTube videos, brother. And we won.
How many games?
I don't know. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes,
down.
and it's going to fall.
Nice. That a girl. Olivia Clifton, way to come up clutch. That's huge.
We got a replay here. Took a hack. Center fielder was actually in play. She was in position. It's going to be off the heel of her glove. It moves the runners up. Clifton also aggressively takes the extra bag as well. So runners remain at second and third.
Less than 2 outs. We got to get them home.
So Kiki Arevalo steps in, fouls that first pitch back.
Gosh. I just thought of that stupid song. Now it's going to be in my head. All those idiots doing the dance next to their car moving.
Oh, yeah.
Kiki, do you love me? That's all right. That's why they give you 3.
Yeah, I feel like she's pressing. It's not necessary. The girl is plenty capable. She's got the skills. She's got the attitude.
Great job.
There we go. Stays alive. Fouls that back off the right field screen. We've got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Again, runners on first and second. The Dogs draw blood in this frame, putting 2 across the plate.
It's a little different with the smaller field, but I would say that they're conceding another run by not playing in further, but getting the big strikeout there is huge for Manvel, but still 2 outs.
Yep.
2 runners aboard. You do some damage here.
Yeah, so it brings up the right fielder, number 11, Esme Soto. Misses high, ball 1. Man, I'll tell you what, if you come by Bulldog Stadium, like every day, there's like a whole new deal. They have poured a lot of concrete, too. Good change up there on the outside part of the plate to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Esme takes a big hack. Falls behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, runners on second and third. Dogs have put 2 across the plate in this frame.
You'd like to see more, but
yeah. Esme stays alive, fouling that back off the screen. So the Houston United team, they're playing where tomorrow?
In Houston, off 34th Street. I'm not sure. Is there Lutheran North?
Sure.
Okay, well, that's where they're playing. Oh, good pitch.
Good pitch for sure, and they retire the side. But now before the Dog put 2 across the plate, you're watching Hanks and Hanks on LPSN, and we will be right back. Well, welcome back. Top of the 5th brought to you by Gringos, your hometown Tex-Mex.
That sounds really good.
Man, the shrimp empanadas are on right now, folks. Great little Lenten special for those that can't eat meat. In observance of Lent, Whitaker's going to come up throwing.
Nice. Love those.
Good rotation.
1 pitch outs are always.
What's wrong with Walker? Is she okay? Okay. I thought that was her. It's not. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Yeah, to your point, that's a good one to get. It's going to bring up Skylar Frederick, the third baseman. She's a victim of a strikeout, her first at bat here. Love to see a repeat performance. Retired too. Sydney starts her off with a changeup on the inside part of the plate, just misses.
Not really.
Home team, home team, home team. Just kidding, buddy. We call it like we see it. She goes upstairs, misses. Fall behind in this count, 2 balls, no strikes. Weather's nice. It's supposed to be really nice this weekend, too.
Supposed to get cooler, huh?
Yeah. It's coming in. The flag just literally shifted. Tries curveball outside, misses wide. Hitters count at 3 balls, no strikes. You think she's taken? I bet she is.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to. Dika's here. She's going to. Comes back and gets one. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Comes out, chips away in the outside part of the plate again. Works count full. We got ESPN up here in the booth giving real-time commentary, analysis, breakdowns of mechanics and strike zones and percentages, analytics at a different level, folks.
Your nephew told us that we needed a sound mic that picked up Jesus.
Pick up Jesus. That's a strong mic.
No. Pick up crowd noises, and I told him that is not a good idea because of the...
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. But we do have shotgun mics wired up. In fact, now we don't because your headset was the shotgun mic. So we just hung it out the window. The thing about the softball field is there's actually a walkway right below us, so people will sit here and it picks up their whole conversation. So we've got to be mindful of that. Mavericks do get a runner aboard.
That's going to be foul.
So Chloe Ramirez, the second baseman.
Where are we at in the order here?
We're down at
7, 8, 9.
Yep. So Chloe popped up to Walker at first base, her first at bat. One strike, 1 out on Ramirez.
Nice change
She waited on it. Good piece of hitting by Ramirez as well. The Mavericks have 2 aboard. Bringing up Talia Young, the right fielder. The right fielder and a freshman. So they're going to make a change here. They're going to bring in Ayla Leia. Hey. It's going to be L.A. right now. Hey, it's L.A. And we have the microphone. You don't break the rules. Corey's going to call both of us in a minute and put us in timeout because Mr. Z, I'm sorry. I'm sure we're embarrassing you two at this point. So 1 out, runners on first and second. See what the Bulldog defense can do here. Misses wide for ball 1.
There we go.
Good comeback pitch, even that count at 1 ball, 1 strike. I like the thinking. She tries to slap it, but just foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Again, trying to get those runners moving.
Anytime you can put pressure on the pitcher and just put the ball and put pressure on that defense with runners on, that's your best time to strike.
Agreed. This is wide, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Yes, nice heads-up play, getting the lead runner. Good job, Kinley.
That IQ we were talking about. Knows where to go with the ball immediately. If you look over in left field, you got Maldonado ready to pick that ball up if necessary. So good job, ladies.
And that's a tough one because your third baseman, had to realize, like, that's not her ball. Get back to the bag and be ready for the throw. And
she was.
Even
with that runner flash in front of Kinley, and she just has the poise and the wherewithal. That's where a lot of people will start to speed things up, and they make that, unforced error. Good job, 2 outs here. Brings us back to the top of the order where Carson Carrier, the left fielder, she's walked and she's popped up to shortstop. But Carrier, also a freshman, hitting .412 on the season. 3 triples.
Yeah.
Also trying to get hit with that one.
It looked like she stuck her knee out there. It looked like the umpire made note.
It's funny you should say that, my friend. She's been hit 5 times. So part of her repertoire.
Hey, whatever gets you on base.
Yeah, I hear you. Appreciate the commitment.
Oh, nice! I did not mean to yell like that, guys. I apologize.
Thank goodness we have compression. That's
but
all I'm
she
saying.
Looked like just a typical throwback to the pitcher, and she just let it go. That was a great heads up. Almost had her.
Yeah, she had her leaning, and she did not think,
beautiful.
What a great play. But again, we get back to that
it's almost like Sophie knows what she's doing back there. Yes, ma'am.
So Whitaker comes back in with the fastball on the inside part of the plate. Takes the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, 2 outs. Mavericks threatening. Whitaker stepping up to the challenge.
Oh, just a fly ball. Nice.
Here we go. Big play. The threats turned away. No runs on 2 hits. And our score remains Lady Dogs 2, Manvel 0. You're watching LPSN when we'll be right back.
If you're ready to become a skilled and safe driver, contact us at South Region Driving School. We are conveniently located next to LaPorte High School. We offer driver education classes and private driving lessons for teen and adult drivers. All courses are state approved and can be tailored to meet all your driving needs. At South Region Driving School, our top priority is always the safety of our students. We are currently practicing in-class social distancing. DPS has a very long wait list for driving tests. Don't wait, we can do the DPS-approved road test here at South Region. From the first time behind the wheel to the day of the driving test, we'll guide your teen to success. At South Region Driving School, we develop safe drivers.
So a little excitement here at Bulldog Field, but the ladies turn away the threat here. Keep the runs off the board for the Mavericks. Stepping up into the box here, Callie Walker, our first baseman, who hit a 6-3 her first attempt.
Jeez. I mean, it's
too wide.
It's in the right-handed batter's box.
But again, he is calling both ways, so we've got to adjust.
Sometimes.
So what the folks are seeing at home is a much clearer picture than what we're seeing here. I mean, you can see it a little bit, but if you watch the screen, that catcher really tries to manipulate that zone. She does a lot of you'll see.
And there's an art to it. I get it.
You got to make it look very
But
fluid
as an umpire,
and
you
natural.
need to recognize that.
Yeah. We saw the boys a week ago in a highly contested ball game down at Clear Springs. And talking about trying to man, sorry, that threw me off too. Squirrel.
Yeah, with the catcher trying to still get calls.
And people, good piece of hitting, young lady, stays alive. Yeah, and the crowd was reacting to where the catcher was catching it and not where it crossed the plate. And that's what people have to understand. There's so much emphasis on that, on the framing. And again, it's always going to come down to where did that ball cross the plate. That's where the pitch is ruled and judged. And well, it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's good discipline here in this at-bat from our freshman first baseman. Works the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way to fight.
Yeah. Good hand-eye coordination.
And he added stress on that pitcher with getting that pitch count. That's going to be down.
Oh.
Little foul.
I like her placement. I will say good job adjustment by the coach over here from Manvel, moving his left fielder to guard that line, and she's fouled off 5 or 6 in that direction at this point.
Well, it really opened up that right center gap, though.
Oh, it does. It's huge.
She could run for days.
Yep.
And these aren't they're pokes, man.
Yeah. But yeah, to your point now, she can pull that trigger and get a little ahead.
I would love to know what he
did. ESPN here? ESPN, what did he just say? You're supposed to pay attention to those things. You're in everybody's business about everything, and you missed that. That was important. Mrs. Y takes the count full. It's a battle. And here's another 11-pitch at bat for the Lady Bulldogs.
excellent at bat.
Works it all the way across.
12 pitch at bat and works a walk. Excellent job. Leadoff runner. That goes freshman right there.
Yep.
That's just
IQ, patience, discipline. Because the urge is to protect, and I would. I know I would. I'm not speaking on both sides of my mouth. I know
that gets in your head when you have a
Sophie to do here.
It's not safe for that second baseman to be there.
No. I don't know that they know. It's like,
yeah, give yourself some room, please.
That's only the third pitch that Sophie has seen today, though.
Was that first one a strike? Okay,
Whoa.
Yeah. Nice job.
And that's kind of been the order of the day for her, is that Sophie has just hit it right at people lately. I don't know if Riley's watching tonight from New York, where Sophie's older sister attends school up there. studying forensic science.
You're saying everything is a question again.
That wasn't a question. I was just saying.
I know, but you say it as it is.
What? Really? Jeez.
This 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, that's just what do they call that?
No, it's nothing professional. It's just your
No.
little quirk. Like,
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you being
Professional.
special, that's your quirk. That's your contribution.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I'm glad we got that out of the way. You need to find your own run home. Misses low and inside. Works at the 2 balls, no strikes. And I've seen that the umpire drop his head a couple times. And it's in the frame, and the girl's holding that pitch long for him to look at it. But it's in the frame. And I think that's what, again, some of that frustration.
Well, we were the boys were playing straight Jesuit, and it was hilarious because our buddy Corey got an assist on a strikeout late in the game, big time. But they were straight Jesuit was getting them all game. He had a delayed call, and if you cheered right behind him,
you got it.
You got it.
I wonder if no, we can't do that. Forget it. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Works a walk. Got runners on first and second. Now Leah Maldonado steps up. She's got a base hit and a walk. She's also scored a run today. So Walker on second, Dominguez on first. See how she moved it over?
Yeah, but that was also...
Yeah, that was good. That was good. But every pitch she does that. Yeah, I mean, the young lady's working hard. I mean, I'm not faulting her. But it just ties into the point that we've talked about the last several weeks. You know what's crazy to me is that as we sit here in this seat, here comes somebody's going to start working this umpire. And how they can view it from the side is it blows me away. Good cut by Maldonado. Works the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Runners on first and second. Big strikeout for out number 2. It's going to bring up Kinley.
Kinley did an excellent job laying down a bunt for a hit.
Yep.
Loading the bases with no outs last inning. Was that? Yeah.
Yeah, and she also hit a sharply contested ball to the second baseman. Her first at bat. Man.
I mean,
for the parent that wants to argue that it's both ways. I mean, it is.
It is.
But yeah, the
consistency.
Yeah.
Like if you're. Yes.
Ties her up.
It looked like the second baseman was late getting to the bag, and she was already too late to throw it across. I don't know why she wouldn't go.
That fielder's choice. It can't be an infield hit.
There was no error.
That's true. Okay, well, we're going to have a single there. So bases are juiced here for Madison Lopez, the Bulldog second baseman, who popped up to first baseman and a victim of a strikeout.
That's
wow. Was that a player that said that?
The pitcher.
It was the pitcher? What people have to understand, players and coaches and parents for that matter, is that umpires are humans, and then second, they hold all the cards.
yeah.
Why would you antagonize? I tell people, don't poke the bear.
Yeah, but as a coach,
I hear you. It's a fine line. It's a slippery slope, though, and you've got to do it. And as much as you want to voice that as a leader, you've got to restrain yourself so your players pick up on that cue. Because you don't want them, taking that matter in their own hands. Let the game be resolved on the field. That's all you want, right? How many times have we said that in every sport?
yeah.
You don't want to be talking about the officiating, and we haven't. I mean, really, we're talking about this because there's conversation. But like I said, there's nothing been so egregious that it's changed the game.
Right. Kind of. No, it's just my philosophy.
I know what your philosophy is.
Well, you can give an inch or two off the plate, but you can't give both sides. You can give a little up, but you can't give up and down. And then you have to be consistent. Those are my 3 little bugaboos.
Boogaboos.
And so
you've heard it here again first, folks. We're breaking news throughout this broadcast. We're not just here to give you play-by-play.
You've seen all 3 of them.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's a fair point.
Down, all around.
Don't sing, please.
Up, down, all around.
Folks, you can't make this stuff up.
We're going to have runners moving. I've never seen this in softball. I'm looking forward to this. Bases juiced, 2 outs.
And everybody just running. They retire the side there. And we head to the top of the 6th with the Dogs holding on to a 2-0 lead. We're not going to go to commercial here. We've got some things we need to get caught up on. So the truck's working on it. But the LPHS bowling team is headed to state. The team qualified this past weekend for their very first state berth in the team's young 6-year existence. Congratulations, guys. But let's also congratulate Ben Tessero, who's returning home from state, where he competed in the UIL State Swimming and Diving Championships. Across the way over auxiliary field, the LaPorte men's soccer team clinched a playoff berth when they put away Galveston 3-1 on Friday. Bulldog baseball is wrapping up their non-district schedule on a heater as they beat 6A powerhouses Deer Park, Clear Springs, and Straight Jesuit in recent action. Lastly, LaPorte High School traveled to Texas A&M and represented in typical fashion and class and speed, setting up several personal records. They are on the road this weekend as well as they tune up for district meets at the end of the month. That is Bulldog Nation in 60 seconds, and it is a great day to be a Bulldog. So a lot of stuff's happening. I mean, we've struggled all year so far trying to find a way to kind of tie in because there's so many stories and good things that we can't share, and that's our best attempt. We'll get better as this goes, but we'll head into the final 2 frames here.
Yeah,
What is it, Michael? Let's go.
Right. There we go.
Back to Whitaker, over to Walker. Let me tell you something. The Hopkins, the young lady from Manvel, she is quick. And that is the type of pressure that you can't duplicate. You either have it or you don't. You've got that drive. And I guarantee she forces a lot of errors just with that hustle. So good job, young lady. Keep that up for sure.
You know, I look over and I see Alyssa Ruffin, who, I was talking about youth programs and how successful they've been, and it's reminded me that she's a district champion coach.
Yeah.
Took your niece, my daughter, and her team to win the district title, and we've been very fortunate with Lomax and LaPorte having some excellent coaches do really good things, and you're seeing district titles come into LaPorte quite a bit.
Well, I can tell you that it seems that every school board meeting we're recognizing another group with another championship, and we'll
Boys,
get those
girls,
things. Yeah, we'll recognize that all day long.
8th and 7th, both just phenomenal, rolling through those Pearland schools.
Great pitch for strike 3 and out number 2. Yeah, and, 6th grade, for those of you that are unaware, school athletics, competitive athletics at the school level does not really start until 7th grade. So 6th grade, they're still in that transitional period from elementary school to junior high, and but they have their own competitions, and 6th grade has stepped up, and they've been doing all these like robotic, like the battle bots, and like the STEM Academy and these different things. It's crazy with these kids, and they're kids. Young kids, and what they can do and how creative they are. It's unbelievable. You're just like, wow, at 12 years old can do things I couldn't watch enough YouTube videos to try to put together. It's impressive. Meanwhile, Sydney's kind of settled in, got back in the pocket here. 2 quick outs.
Yeah,
great pitch.
Lomax boys won the football. They went undefeated, huh?
They went undefeated and won football. Then the boys won back-to-back district championships in basketball.
Lomax,
yeah.
Okay.
8th grade A this year and 7th grade A last year.
Nice.
Great pitch. Retires aside. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th where the Dogs lead 2-0. We'll be right back.
Cool in the summer, warm in the winter. Barrett's Heating and Air Conditioning has been keeping LaPorte comfortable for more than 50 years. Residential, commercial, new construction, repairs, even yearly maintenance. Call 281-471-1118. Barrett's is family-owned and operated with expert-friendly service, and Barrett's is a proud supporter of the LaPorte Bulldogs.
Are you tired of your daily grind? Want to find your passion and make a difference? LPISD is hosting a job fair 5 to 7 p.m. on Thursday, March 21st. Connect with district leaders and take the next step to building your legacy. Visit lpisd.org for details and registration today. Always looking for good people, folks, and there is definitely a huge void in the educational profession, and they're under constant barrage and attack and scrutiny, and things are definitely different than they were when we went through school, and we need great people that just are answering the call to serve our future, our youth.
Just have a conversation with Keith Wilson over at Newport Junior High and have him tell you some of the stories.
Yeah, they get. God, you can't make some of this stuff up. It's bonkers. It really is. Yeah, they do. They do. I mean, just the social media part of it is in itself a.
And then kids are going to be kids. Yeah, but the social media has gotten more kids in trouble, I think.
Yeah.
The trash talking between different schools and.
Yeah, the reach is incredible.
And it comes off as innocent, but well, depending on what side you're experiencing it.
Yeah, I concur.
So it'd be nice to get 1 or 2 more little insurance runs here.
I would agree with that as well, Mike. That's a great assessment. Very insightful. And
Well
Olivia
hit.
lifts that ball.
High pop fly to left field.
Well, there's no sure thing as an easy out. But she does square that ball up. Gets just under it for out number 1. It's going to bring up Kennedy Arevalo. Third baseman's been a victim of strikeouts her previous 2 at-bats. And we're going 24 whenever there's a break in the action. It's quick. Sounds good. Yeah.
Another fly out to left field for out number 2.
Folks, the LaPorte High School Golf Club is having hosting their 24th annual golf tournament Thursday, March 28th. It's a 1 p.m. shotgun start. Plenty of opportunities to sponsor and participate. The money does go back to our kiddos, and we would love to have you there. So reach out to a Booster Club member and find the information there on all your social media platforms.
Anybody watching and is looking for a player to play on your team for free, I'm available. I shoot about a 73 on a bad day.
On the front 9.
Shut up, Daniel.
Just saying.
Yeah, those tournaments are fun.
They are fun, and they go to a great cause. And you know what? Another thing that we take for granted.
Good job staying down on the ball by the Manvel first baseman.
Yeah, retires aside, and we go to the bottom part of the 6th where the Dogs are nursing a 2-run lead over
Top
the
of the 7th.
Oh,
this is it.
Oh,
we
yeah.
get 3 outs.
Final frame. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, let's roll 26, guys. So crazy that I do not have my sheet, but Coach did come out and put the schedule out. Spring practice is set to begin here in less than a month, and the defending district champ LaPorte Bulldogs will be back in action. Obviously, with the construction taking place, they'll be over at the auxiliary field. They will complete spring training with a orange and white game, which is always fun. It kind of sets the table and lets you know where our issues are and what to look forward to in the fall with the new district coming up, and the Dogs are hungry. And to the point that we've been discussing at length tonight with the youth coming up, there are some kids coming up that are going to make immediate impacts and contributions at the freshman level again for now the 3rd year in a row where we've had significant freshman contribution on multiple sports. So we'll see that in play here. They won't get to participate in the spring ball, but I will tell you.
Are they going to do the junior high game again?
No, they already did that. They do that at the end of the regular junior high season.
Okay.
So.
No, not where they play each other, but that's a fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. They throw the foosball, or do the foosball.
The tackle in, yeah.
Is the devil. I love that movie. That was a great, underrated classic. For those of y'all keeping score at home, I haven't slept since early Thursday morning. No,
Nobody's keeping
today's
track
Thursday.
and nobody
Today's
cares.
Friday. I care, Michael. There are 2 leprechauns sitting here talking to me this entire broadcast that I've really tried to
Boy,
mute
that
out.
is nice.
Yeah, it's great to watch. The plays like you draw them up.
2 outs away from closing this one out.
Yeah, and that will even up things at the top of the district again. We've got a lot
I'd be
of action.
remiss if I didn't bring up the
Remissed?
fact that no, it's remiss. Remiss.
I know how to spell.
No ed.
You're stupid.
No, but anyway,
Yeah.
These girls have done quite the team bonding over dinners and wrapping houses. We've been the beneficiary of their team bonding, and
that's what it's about. Look at the contribution. Your selfless actions allow this team to come together and gel as a unit.
But the problem is, I have a very old tree in my front yard that
just holds on.
It's impossible. Yeah, and when it rains, I just get little pieces every once in a while. So I'm going on 3 months of their bonding. I get to pick up toilet paper every time I go out to my car.
Look at you here, just supporting these children.
Yep.
That's good stuff right there,
Had
Michael.
a conversation with old Brett Stout, Blake Stout, dad, and he was having the same issue at his house. So
we forget that was such a that in COVID.
Yeah.
That stopped. We didn't have.
Yes.
Great pitch. Big strikeout for out number 2, and the Lady Mavs are down to their last out.
Other than the little outburst that I didn't even hear, I think that both teams have done a really good job of maintaining their composure.
They have.
Under the circumstances. Not that, yeah, both sides have done a good job.
And it's crazy you bring that up because we have to acknowledge that now because it's so uncommon.
Yeah.
That's what's sad. She's going to lift that up on the infield.
That's going to do it, folks.
And that's our ball game.
There we go. Great job, girls.
Yes, our final. The Manvel Mavericks 0, LaPorte Lady Dogs 2. We thank you for spending your evening with us and hope you will join us on our next broadcast. For everyone involved here at LPSN, Mr. Z, Manny, Tate, Corey, and all of our amazing kids, he's Michael. I'm Danny, and we're Hanks and Hanks. Have a great weekend, and until next